Hello everybody, this is Blast. Here we are on Universim. This is a brand new game. It's like a God type game. It's in really early alpha. This is it's not even alpha testing, they're calling it pre-alpha. So there's a lot in here that isn't working, and a lot of things that are going to get added, and a lot of things that there might be a few things that come out of it as well. But as you can see, it looks pretty already. You know, it looks really pretty. There's some fantastic touches, and you can tell that they're putting a lot of work into this, just by the little tiny details. And I'll show you some of those as we go on. What I want to do is maybe just get started, and we'll show you what it's about, really. So it's about looking after your people. You have a little tribe of people, so let's start by building a city centre thing. So there we go. So what I've done is I've built a little kind of this is where we're going to live. This is our town centre. You can see we've got little people running about there, and there's a couple of adults wandering about up there, and they will just live their lives, basically. We have got some tools to try and help them a little, so we can tell them to maybe go and get some resources. So what do we want to do? Well, maybe we want somebody to get some food for everybody. That'll be handy. So we'll set one of them off there, and I want the guy maybe to start getting some resources. So let's get some. Well, I don't know if it's the guy. It might be the woman. There's a man and a woman, and maybe they'll both swap roles or something. I don't know whether they stick to one job or. Anyway, there we go. So you can see somebody's chopping a tree down. So that's that. So I presume she's going getting food. She has no clothes, but she has fig leaves on at the moment. Fig leaf, and there's kids wandering about. The kids, I believe there's some things in this pre-alpha that are again, they're not set up properly as the game would be. So for example, I think that the kids grow up really quick. Certainly I've done the tutorial on this, and certainly in the tutorial they grow up really fast. So what are we doing? Well, if you've played these sort of God games before, then you'll know that there are things to research, there are jobs for people to do. So let's have a quick look around. So as I said, some of the things aren't switched on, some of them are. Like the happiness, I'm clicking on it, there's nothing happening with that. This here is where we set our jobs. So at the moment I've only got 2 adults here. Total worky and available work here. I thought I heard a bear or something then. That wasn't good, was it? I think those 2 are the kids that have grown up. Yes, we've now got 4 workers. So let's get maybe somebody getting some stone and a bit more of the food. There we go. I've got nobody building yet because I haven't got any buildings to build. I want to get some resources first. So that's those bits up here. Let's have a look at the bottom. So at the bottom, this shows various bits that aren't quite in there or working yet. Planet gas level. We're only at the Stone Age. I don't quite know what that does at the moment. We have a hawk. Look. Planet oil level, we're not at the oil gathering, and planet oxygen, well, we can breathe at least, but that would suggest that maybe there's some planets later on that don't have so much oxygen. So I don't quite know what that's all about, and I don't quite know what they're going to put into the game either. So we've got food here at the bottom, so we've got food at the moment, and it's not being consumed at a great rate, so it's not actually going up, down, whatever. This is oil, we have metal, we've wood, we're already collecting wood, and some stone, so that's good. And we've got 4 people, and they're off gathering and doing stuff. What else have we got? This is the planet name, we can't rename it. And what have we got here? Let's have a look at this. So this is the construction menu. So at the moment there's not an awful lot in it, so we can select various bits like gathering, and we can make a farm maybe. We can make a warehouse, so we can actually build a warehouse now. A warehouse is a good thing to build. Do you want to build a warehouse? I don't think we can construct yet. Have we got all the resources? 5 wood, 10 stone. We have. It's not letting me build a warehouse for some reason. It may be that I've not researched it. I'll come to that in one moment. We have an eatery and a constructor's hut. That's why I can't build anything else. We haven't built a constructor's hut, so let's get a constructor's hut built. So once we've got a constructor's hut, we can get constructors, and we will get them building other stuff. So there we go. So I've now got somebody doing everything. Got one person doing everything. So we should be getting a bit of wood, bit of stone, bit of food, and a bit of construction done. So what else is there to build? There's not an awful lot here. The adaptation doesn't work yet, and I think everything else that's there is working. The eatery doesn't work yet, but the warehouse does. The farm does, I think. I'm not sure. So there you go. So you can see that I'll let them carry on for a little bit. We'll have a little look at the world, and then I'll take you around the top of the screen in a little while. So you can see it's got a day and night cycle. It's currently night time. You can also see that it thunders and lightnings, and you get storms and rain and snow as well. At the moment we're sort of wintry, and it's a little bit cold and damp and dark. There are some lovely touches. I'm just flying across the world at the moment, having a look around. You get... What's she doing all the way over here? Who's that? What's she doing over here? There's bears and stuff here. You don't want to be knocking about around them. Look, bear. And there's a wolf there. As I said, there's things happening all around this place. You need to keep your wits about you. There's we've got various trees with things on. It's dark at the moment. It's difficult to make out, but I think they might be orange trees. It's very wintry, this place, isn't it? It is winter. Some of the nice touches. This is one of my favourites. This I do like this bit. So if you go through a cloud, or it rains or whatnot, then your screen gets droplets on it. If you, it's quite difficult to see at the moment because it's dark, but you get little bits of rain on the screen, which I really like. I think that's a great touch. So what else is going on? That's about as far out as I can zoom at the moment. And you can see the lovely storms and stuff, and it's becoming brighter over here, which is nice. This is the daylight side of things. So let's have a look around here. As I said, it's winter, so we're not being able to see the lovely green grass, and there's cacti around here, and it looks like an arid area. You get fish in the water. It's quite busy for fishing. That a lot of fish in there. So how are my people doing? Where are my people? Well, I'm lost. I don't know where they are. So let's have a click on this, and it will take me back to wherever they are. Here we go. Not that far away after all. Where are we up to, guys? What are we doing? What are we doing? Well, we've still got the 4 people. Okay. We're just building the resources up. Oh, we've not got much food, actually. Maybe we stop getting some of this and we start getting a bit more food. How about 2 builders, 2 foodie people? And there's a wolf, a bear over here. We don't like bears. So I've only played this for about an hour before I started recording this, and I apologise for the jerkiness of the video. That might be because I'm recording Certainly when I played it without recording, yeah, it ran pretty smoothly. Look at the whale. Look at that. Wow. And I guess to these people it's quite a big expanse of water, not just a little puddle, but it's I mean, compared to these people the world's quite small, but you can certainly see the curvature of the earth. But it looks beautiful at the moment. It's certainly very pretty, and it looks like a nice world to be building in. You know, there's the resources and things are easy to spot, and everything looks a little bit stylized, so you know, a little bit, tiny bit cartoony, but it looks pretty enough with it. It doesn't look completely cartoony, and it's just yeah, it looks nice. Shows a lot of promise. So how's that? So let me take you around. Well, look, you see the water on the edge of the screen now, where I've been through the clouds. So it's snowing a little bit, so let me take you around some of the rest of the screen. So at the top here we've got a wind map and a heat map. So this is the wind map, and it sort of shows where the various weather patterns are and things like that. And if you click it again, it goes to a heat map. So you can see that there's various blues and greens of different hues. So it looks like it's a bit warmer over here than it was where my people have settled. Certainly when we get later on in the year, that will change as well. So that brings me to the rest of it. So this blue bit here is winter, and this is like a timeline of where it's going. So this will be spring, and I believe these are temperatures or something like that, I'm not sure. And this will be summer, the orangey bit, and this is what's coming. So winter's just disappearing, and it's going to be getting warmer, and things are going to start growing, and there'll be more food around, so that will help us. And our food has gone up, actually. We're at 10.96, which is good. Got some strange thing going on here. So I am in the heat map, so let's get back to the planet view. So just click that again, and it goes back to the normal view. Let's go back and find my people. So we've done the construction thing. So that's the constructor's hut done. So what will happen now is we can start building other stuff. So my guys, they will automatically build houses for themselves. So you don't need to look after the housing. They will sort that out. But I can now build other bits. And I don't quite know what, so should I be able to do that? I'm not sure. No, again, maybe the research. Let me just have a look. So weather, seasons, time, day and night. This over here is research. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's stars, so maybe it's a spacey type thing, maybe it's different planets, I don't know. Research looks like this. So we've got lots of things to research here, and it seems to be split into three main areas. So down here it's looking after food and animals and that sort of thing. This bit, certainly this bit here, is digging things up, like your stone and wood and a few things to do with that, and building and timber cutting and carpentry. There's a bit on language, and then there's a bit on sort of the community being together, that sort of thing that cavemen might do, or they're not really cavemen, they're not living in caves. Hunter-gatherers, let's have that. Although they're not hunting at the moment, and there's not much gathering going on, but they are hunting and or gathering. And then we've got some other bits. So this is sort of spirituality up here. We've got totem poles and a temple and some medicines to keep people well. And then over this side, things like fire, bonfires, lamps, hunting, trapping, the sort of things that you might get with a hunter-gatherer tribe, like that up there. So we can research something, and I don't know what to research first. If I do the storage, we'll be able to get that that storage thing, that stockpiling building. So there we go. So we can NQ this. So this will enable us to actually build up resources, and that is now being researched. So you you can scroll in and have a look, and it's now doing that. You can queue these up as well. So how about if we do language, because I'm thinking maybe if we get the tool doing, then it'll mean that we actually gather resources quicker for us to store them in our stockpiling thing. So there we go. So we're doing stockpiling at the moment. It'll then do storage, which is next in the queue, and then after that we will do a language, and then we'll come and revisit. So there you go. So now we've got a kind of a spring, and it's coming into summer. I was trying to show you earlier some of the little touches. We've got the resources here, so there's obviously some sort of bush with purple things on. Don't know what that is. You've already seen the fish in the lake. I haven't seen anybody actually catching any fish yet. Maybe it's not in the game. What else have we got? Well, the huts are distinctive. So what we've got here is they're building a hut. I haven't told them to build this. Is that another one? Have they built a hut there? Or is it just a rock formation? I think that's a little hut. Somebody's built a little hut there. So at this moment you can't click on it and find out anything about it. It's raining. I've got rain on my screen. We've got little glow flies or something. Glow worms. Fireflies. Or glow worms. Fireflies. So yeah, it looks like they're building a hut. So when you get a hut, you get places for people to live, and the civilization will expand. Elu has died. Died from hunger? I've got loads of food. Although I did notice that they were wandering miles and miles away. I don't know whether I'm short on rock or something. I built it here thinking that I'd have a nice place. I thought there'd be some rock here, and they just nip across and get bits of rock. It's these bits that they dig up, not the big rock formations. So they tend to dig up these sort of things. Look, there was the orange tree things I was trying to say. So they dig these up, but they won't dig up the massive structure rock type bits. So I was expecting them just nipping across, and I've got rock up here. So I can't see why they'd be wandering miles and miles away. I have got some sort of wolf going on here, which isn't good. And there was those bears as well, which isn't good. So that's a little bit of a surprise there. So what have I got? I have got plenty of food, and I've got a guy building buildings. Let's just wait until we get this building up, because when we get the building up, we'll start to expand the civilization. We'll start to get more people, and with more people, we get resources quicker and less people wandering off into the bears. Or whatever it is that they're wandering off into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording now. I don't want this to be a massively long video. What I'm going to do is I will keep playing, and I will restart the video and show you what it looks like in sort of a half an hour or so, or an hour or whatever. I'll play for a little bit just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So it'll be the same one. I won't restart it or anything. I'll be back very, very shortly. Well, here we are again. I said I'd come back. Unfortunately, everybody died. Yes, the two people that I had, well, I had three. As soon as I stopped recording, one of them died of old age, and now these two have just decided to die stood upright. And that's it. I have no more people. It doesn't come up with a message saying that there's nobody left, but research stopped, which is and that's that. I am going to start again. And I will, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this video for now. I think I've shown you enough of the promise of the game. Certainly, if you go and look at the demo video, there's one on Steam, and I think probably on the manufacturer's website you can probably see it. And I'll put a link in to the website, and hopefully you'll be able to find some videos. If you look at the video, it shows roads and modern buildings and aircraft, and then rockets and a few other bits as well. You can see that there's weather patterns and day and night cycles and things, and it looks really pretty. As I said, it is pre-alpha, very, very pre-alpha, and it is likely to change. There will be things that change. Some things will disappear, some things will get adapted, changed, made better, and things will get added. And there's an awful lot to add to it yet. There's certain buttons and things that don't work at the moment, so I don't quite know where it's going. What I'll do is I will do another couple of videos on this, because I'm enjoying this. It's there's not an awful lot to do with it, but I want to see what it looks like when you've got a proper researched little town, and see how it grows, and see what the people do, and yeah, just whatnot. So I will post those videos. If you like this, go and check the game out. It looks pretty good. Like I said, there's a demo. There's a free demo actually, yeah, on Steam. You can download that, and there's a video just showing you what's going on. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. I've been Backblast. I'll see you next time.